Welcome to Sad Boys, a podcast about feelings and other things also. I'm Jarvis.
Jordan.
What is up?
Dude, I almost said it again.
What'd you almost say?
I am desperately trying to stop saying Wagwan.
Oh.
And it is.
What does Wagwan even mean? I just know it's like the...
It's like a
Like
Jamaican,
what's going
Caribbean,
on?
what's up. Yeah, what's up. But it's so like...
Jamaican.
I can't... So I heard it recently. Oh, it's because I was joking with Austin, a lot about like Toronto slang, I'm cheesing fam.
Right, I'm cheesing fam.
But because I got stuck in my craw, Wagwan held on because like we always said it growing up as like it's like a fucking roadman thing to say, it's like lad, Wagwan at one point in time amongst a certain group of annoying white lad, and so those white lads were always yelling it at a secondary school, and then we just started saying it, so it was part of my lexicon for I don't know, maybe a couple of years unironically in school. That thing, wearing the ironic hat till it just becomes your hat kind of thing. And I was in this show for years. I've never opened it with Wagwan. And after you said that, I went, whoa. Hey.
Yeah, you did mention you were starting to say it unironically.
I think I'm getting less like neural plasticity as I'm getting older and less ability. You know how like when you're younger, it's so much easier to learn a language? Yeah. I'm getting very old dog new tricks with everything that I do. Adapting any kind of skill or changing my ways, I think is.
But I feel like the counter example is that you have never said Wagwan before, and yet there you are about to say a new thing. So that's
You're right.
Trick.
It's actually good.
Yeah.
Maybe you're reverting to your childhood mind.
You say what?
Who was a roadman?
No.
What's like a I was absolute unit, proper lad, on the in the Stroud Massive. Don't shake your head.
Isn't it? Where were you in 2002?
That sounds accusatory.
Why would you ask? When?
Because
On a flight home?
Well, you're rounding up.
Is it weird to think that you were a little child in Stroud and I was going to university in Leeds at the same time?
That's a good point. Yeah, I was a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed 8-year-old boy running around going, why does nobody look like me?
Keeps wasn't even born yet.
Yeah. You were
in 2002.
In 2002.
A glimmer in Kevin's eye.
January.
Got him. Got him.
I got to Leeds in January of 2002.
You didn't even get to Kansas City, Missouri. I don't know where you were born.
I didn't even get to Boone County, Missouri.
Oh, Boone County.
Boone County. That sounds
Go
fake.
get my birth certificate records.
I've started changing my tune on Boone. I've started changing. I was sitting in a booth listening to Charlie Puth, and I started to change my tune on Boone.
Right. You loon.
I'm a bit of a loon the way I stoon for Boone. Sorry.
So you were studying to goon?
No.
Okay.
That's the
hashtag.
platform I'm running on. Imagine if I had one of those like lawn signs.
2028.
Yeah, just like goon for Boone.
I goon for Boone.
No, but Benson Boone's very talented. I don't really his like music, his albums as currently released aren't really for me. But every time I see him do a cover or like a performance, I'm like, this guy is very talented.
He was in that Super Bowl commercial for Instacart with Ben Stiller. Do you remember this?
It was like the 80s one.
Yeah, it's like their 80s dance. Okay, we're watching it.
Oh, this looks kind of legit.
I didn't mean to. I
You're not mad?
Jarvis is getting his ass kicked by Peeps. That's true. He just got thrown double German suplex. Never seen anything like it. Talkin Boone. I do think I think I'm becoming less, or have at least, because certainly since I was like a teenager or whatever, a lot less cynical by default.
Exactly.
It's not really very fun to hate the thing right away.
Right. It's like there are certain things I'll hate right away, but usually they involve like actually troubling geopolitical incidents.
There has to be a foundation already set.
Yeah.
But I remember a point in my life, and I'll still, maybe indulge now and then in just like, I don't really care about this thing. I think I'll hate it. Right. I'm not particularly invested. I'll just be mean about it.
Exactly. I don't mean to be mean, but that's all I can be. I'm just me.
I'm in the booth.
I am whatever you say I am, and if I'm Boone, then I guess I am.
Time to go.
Then no.
Okay, you were talking about it before the show.
Okay. Speaking of not being who you say you are, what's with Jim Carrey?
I'm confused by this stuff.
How was that? How was that?
That was a
transition?
really good transition.
Better or worse than your normal fare?
I think the student has become the master.
Speaking of the student becoming the master, we should look at the battle between McDonald's and Burger King.
So there's two.
I
Segues.
segue, but we never actually go to this subject.
It's just a podcast full of segues.
It's
Yeah.
just segues. Let's look.
Speaking of segues,
No, you drive off on a Segway.
Right off a cliff. And what is death if not more than rebirth? And rebirth is a new Pokemon starter. Or Pokemon.
I was gonna say it's a Final Fantasy.
Should we? Let's look
that
at
I
Jim
have.
Carrey's face.
Why do we have to do this every week?
And it's
Every
our
week
Jim
I make
Carrey,
you-
We
Jim
usually
Carrey
cut
corner.
it out, but we keep the Carrey check, the mask.
Yeah, the Carrey corner.
Yep. Well, that's the actor and performer Jim Carrey.
Or is it?
Oh, yeah.
So what was the initial, like people were just like saying he had plastic surgery or something?
Yeah.
My intro to it is only the commentary that no, it is him, which is more suspicious than saying anything else.
Yeah,
really.
that's now it's reverse psychology.
I'm Jordan, by the way.
If you think someone had plastic surgery, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Who cares?
It
Like,
is-
why people are like investigating too much.
I disagree with the concept that people are investigating too much in general, because I want us to be investigating more
Okay.
even. However, they're investigating too much about the wrong things.
Yes.
Okay, well that is what I'm saying. Like I
it's
think
like their cynicism XP is being spent on the wrong skill
Right.
tree.
It's
kinda
like, oh
thing.
my gosh, there's so many things to be cynical about. And then it didn't help that
the hell is this?
yeah, it's just that Jim Carrey's new eyes, don't worry about it. And is that like do we I don't know the answer.
I don't know.
It's like some people's eyes change color, but also
Okay, wait, a question.
also
what
I knew
is-
someone who wore violet contacts for like 2 years.
I'm
I
just
knew
trying to-
someone who are you wearing, here's a pickup line of mine. Are you wearing violent contacts because your eyes are striking me?
Oh, you're getting attacked.
Not bad, not bad.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Is that and that would be their reply? Not bad.
Not bad, not bad. And then I leave.
Yeah, you got to go.
Wait, but here his eyes don't look that color.
They're don't.
They look the regular color. Has anyone like lined up Jim Carrey through the years? Because I feel like it would be pretty easy to see the transition.
It would be
Yeah.
good. What about a version of that? But it's him as Ace Ventura, and then the other one is the mask.
Mm.
It's like he used to be green and spin around and play the drums.
And no offense to him, but he's always had a weird face. That was his whole thing
His
in
whole
the
thing
beginning.
was his weird face.
Was that he had like a really gummy face that he could transform.
Do you think Jim Carrey could still be
A
the
Gumby
biggest-
face.
There we go.
The
He's
mask. It at one point
Don't
in time,
shame him, by the way.
literally the biggest star on the planet.
Yeah.
And it's not that. It's not like that's like a de-aged 30 years. Start him now. It's not that he doesn't have the source or whatever. It just seems impossible. Like for Jim Carrey doing the performances he was doing to be the biggest star on the planet now, right? Like it couldn't
Yeah.
happen.
It's a little bit like, I feel like that's the case with a lot of types of stars. It's like you fit the moment in a way, in like the ever so perfect way.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Ben Kingsley is never the biggest one on the planet, but he's around forever. Or even Patrick Stewart or something, like very famous but never the biggest because he's just kind of
Like
slots in
what
anywhere.
is there a universe and time when I would be the biggest guy ever?
No.
Well, for what reason, I guess? Killing someone, maybe?
Maybe growth ray experiment gone wrong.
Yeah, that could work.
I
Be
become the biggest
huge.
guy ever.
You get that surgery where they break your legs for 50 years and you get like an inch and a half tall.
Yeah, just to like walk on it, instantly shatter my entire body in the NBA on the court.
That shit is crazy.
It is.
ADHD switch up, but like, I don't feel qualified to talk about it because I'm long. But
Yeah.
There has to be something. Because what is it? You get 2 inches of height, I think, is like the max you can get out of this.
I think what the biggest guy did was getting way more length than I thought, and it was like 6 inches.
Whoa,
Which
that's
is
so much
like-
shin.
Yeah, it was like, but it is you like perpetually look like you're wearing like those high-waisted jeans or something, you know?
Because they don't scale you up. Like
Your
transform.
proportions are off.
Your proportions are off.
Yeah, they transform from the top section of the PNG and then not the corner. They grab the wrong part.
You
That
look
is,
like
I
that-
sometimes feel like that a little
You
bit.
look like that guy from Foster's Home who's based on Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Is his name
person.
Wilt?
His name
also?
is Wilt.
Yeah.
That suddenly makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm realizing when I heard about Wilt Chamberlain via a Uber driver saying I look like him,
Right.
I looked him up and I'm like, oh, he's a basketball player. That's so funny that he has the same name as the character from Foster's.
Who's
Adventure.
a basketball? Who's in
Who-
a
and I was
basketball
like,
jersey?
What are the chances
What
of that?
are the chances?
Huh,
That's so
crazy.
crazy.
Oops. They must be
Anyway,
so
moving on.
embarrassed. Enough critical thinking for today.
Wait, yeah. Can we look at some of the Jim Carrey memes, or is anyone like has
What's the claim?
has Pablo Torre got on this? Is there like an investigative journalist who's like giving me the skinny,
And not wasting their time on this Epstein
or
business.
any of this World War III stuff?
Come on, focus on this.
Focus on Carrey.
What? So
No, here it is. Here
Surgery
is the thing.
investigation or whatever. That's one thing. But that post we just saw, where it's like, here's the old eyes and here's the new eyes. What's the claim?
That it's not Jim Carrey.
Oh,
And those claims were further when someone who uses the stage name Alexis Stone, who is a drag queen known for impersonating celebrities,
Oh.
claimed
Oh.
that was them. Alexis Stone as Jim Carrey in Paris.
do they do like prosthetics and stuff as well?
Yeah, so I can if you go to their profile, they do like a whole bunch of like prosthetic, like
Oh, sure.
Jocelyn and attending
Oh, is that
Balenciaga
a-
Paris is Jack Nicholson.
Oh, yeah. Let's see how they do the Jack. I mean,
But
the thing is, like, it's like
maybe from like 80 feet away.
the issue is always that you like need to put a face on top of another face, so you inevitably. I mean,
it's very impressive when you aren't Jack Nicholson.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is this Glenn Close? That's pretty.
That's really
convincing.
good.
But also,
I mean, but
she's
here's
character.
here's the thing.
Is that what you're looking up? It's that you were looking it up for so long. You wanted just the right.
I had to find just the right picture.
Oh fuck you!
I was looking for the right timing. I was looking like I was busy finding the right moment to strike.
Fuck. I don't even think it's. Maybe it isn't Jim Carrey. Nothing
I
matters
think
anymore.
it might. Nothing matters anymore.
So there's a,
Are they
a
claiming
plastic.
it seriously, by the way, or is it a joke?
Well, that's the thing.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just how I speak.
Oh, now you've poisoned it.
I'm
Now
sorry.
This is your wagwan.
Now I feel like we just need a framed photo of the thing, and I go, here's the thing.
So here was the post. It was the post of Jim Carrey, and then a mask that
the mask.
it's like
Yeah,
Whatever.
I buy it. A little jaw.
Would you need an entire new set of teeth?
You need a
Well,
whole
Jim
new-
Carrey has very distinct teeth.
specific teeth, which
Well,
is a funny thing to say, but
He has one very long tooth widthwise.
but then
Like
so
those
then
crazy
a lot
veneers.
of people were like, oh, okay, so this was some sort of like publicity thing as an Alexis
Yeah,
Stone
yeah.
or whatever.
Well, now that I've seen the other Alexis Stone stuff, no offense to Alexis Stone, but it's not gonna look like a full normal human being
Yeah.
without makeup. Like I feel like
Yeah.
the looks need makeup and stuff. To
So
like,
they were like in character costumes essentially. Like even the
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson one. Yeah, it looks like Jack Nicholson in Batman essentially. Like he's
Or
doing
like
the.
in a very particular like paparazzi.
He's
photo.
wearing his
but
sunglasses.
then
and,
when I
like-
also the photos are like one thing, but then when I saw video, I was like, oh, that is just Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you watch the video of it, it's like his voice, the way his face moves. It's like, oh, I don't think
Right.
This
I'm
was
not. I'm
a
not
mask.
doubtful anymore.
And his reps also confirmed that he was there.
Yeah, that's what you may think. But here's the situation.
Also, there's a
Jersey
guy who has a TV show
That's funny. I like that.
called Botched. Dr. Terry Dubrow, who is
This is a friend of yours?
he's a plastic surgeon, and he has a show called Botched that I think is
Yeah, I think I've heard of it.
I guess
about
that makes
plastic
sense.
surgery. And he was asked what he thinks about Jim Carrey, and he's like, that's just his face. Like, you guys
Yeah.
are being really mean
And it's
about
also
this.
like people get plastic surgery all the time, and there's nothing
it's-
wrong
what's
with it.
it feels
'cause he's
kinda
like 60, isn't he?
Doesn't it feel like a little antiquated to when people investigating whether or not people have got plastic surgery? I'm like, oh, aren't we done with that? Isn't that like a 2000s thing, kind of?
Yeah.
Like,
But that's
don't
what I
all
was
you
saying,
people
like-
love K-pop? Like, they get tons of plastic surgery. It's
Careful.
not-
I mean, unless you don't believe that, in which case I stand whoever you stand.
yes, same page. I'm also 11.
Yes, we. Mm-hmm.
Jim Carrey is 64. He's allowed to age. Didn't no.
Pissing me off.
Because you would have. I did it before you could get to it.
But I think
like
he
that.
looks like himself.
Wait,
That's the thing.
I have a little investigation. Can we get that image back up of? Is it too embellished to have the Eiffel Tower in the window?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
You see what I mean? I'm in Paris. Look.
I think this. So I originally thought this person was based in Paris, but now I'm seeing that it's
No,
just like
they're
this
based in
post is in
LA.
Paris. But also the someone commented still suspicious button. It has 100,000 likes. Also, this mask looks like
DSAI.
if in Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, Link was able to harness the dead soul of Jim Carrey, this is what the mask would look like.
He can mug and do big eyebrow stuff. That is actually this looks like when like Ethan Hunt takes off one of the disguise masks. Oh my god, it looks like the mask from I Think You Should Leave.
yes.
Oh,
That's,
yeah. I got
that's what
too
I've been
much shit
thinking
on
this
me.
whole time because I'm
It kills.
like again, Alexis Stone is very good at makeup and everything, but you can still always tell that it's prosthetics.
Okay, so here's the reason that I won't say you can always tell is because allegedly like spies and shit they have like the real human masks to change like identities and look weird, and it scares me if people but I do think they're subtler because
Yeah.
they're not trying to look like a person.
Yes, they're not changing into like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah. They're just ever so slightly accentuating various stuff that are molded already to your face.
Like bigger nose or bigger chin.
Look how
Exactly.
scared Megan Fox is. I can't handle any more stress right now. I need to know if this is real.
I do. Okay, there's a part of me that wants to live in Megan Fox's world where this is the most stressful thing.
Right.
I can't.
Like
Well, this is
again, just
the
like
top.
we just initiated a war for no reason out of nowhere.
That's got her at 99%. She can't handle any more.
oh,
This
I
is
see.
the
That's fair.
thing.
That's fair. Well, that's actually very generous of you.
That's very based, honestly. I think we stand Megan Fox or something, right? She's like cool.
I mean, there's
Maybe.
nothing wrong with Megan Fox. I don't think.
I think because
I think we like
she
Megan
was like
Fox.
performatively hated for being a woman in movies.
Well, just being
When
like
we
the
were, like-
hot girl archetype, and then
Which-
she like wasn't in stuff for like a second, and then now she's like the elder statesman of hot girl. I feel like Paris Hilton did a similar thing where she came back and was like, "I'm the CEO of everything,"
I remember.
and I'm really like, "Yes, you are."
I remember when the movie Jennifer's Body came out, and everyone I knew was like performatively just being like, "Oh, just another bullshit sexy movie." It's like, no, that's like the trick of that movie.
Yeah.
It's a like.
I love that movie.
I love the song "New Perspective" by Panic at the Disco, which is on the soundtrack to Jennifer's Body.
You know what's funny? I thought you were gonna say I love the song "Jennifer's Body" by Hole. That's a song.
Oh,
Excuse me?
well.
Jennifer's what?
This episode of Sad Boys is sponsored by ZocDoc.
Life can feel like a big old puzzle sometimes. You're constantly trying to fit all those pieces together. Your career, your passions, your relationships, your finances. And those in corner pieces, you got to put those in first because it kind of helps, but it doesn't make it all that much easier. And of course, your healthcare.
But finding care shouldn't be the trickiest piece of the puzzle to fit into everything that's going on. That's why ZocDoc makes it easy to find and book a doctor that fits your needs.
ZocDoc is a free app and website that helps you find and book high-quality in-network doctors so that you can find one that you love.
Whether you're looking for dermatology, dentistry, primary care, eye care, or any of the other 200 plus specialties offered on ZocDoc, you can search by specialty or symptom to build the care team that's right for you.
One little feature of ZocDoc that I personally do really appreciate is that when you go into your account, into the dashboard, it will suggest actions that you can take, such as booking your annual skin screening and stuff like that. Because me personally, I historically do a very bad job of remembering what I need to do and how
Like
long
a
it has
flu
been.
shot or an annual screen.
Having a nice archive like that is very helpful. Want to see your doctor in person? Great, no problem. Prefer a video visit? You can do that as well.
You can also view thousands of reviews from verified patients to get a real sense of who your doctor is, whether they hate small talk as much as you do, or they root for the same sports team as you do. You can be confident that you found a doctor that you'll love and build a professional working relationship with.
And when you're ready, you can see their actual real-time availability and click to instantly book a visit. No phone tag, no waiting around, etc.
Appointments made through ZocDoc typically happen fast. We're talking 24 to 72 hours, and you can even get same-day appointments.
So stop putting off those pesky doctor's appointments and head on over to ZocDoc.com/sadboys to find and instantly book a doctor that you will love.
That's ZocDoc.com/sadboys, ZocDoc.com/sadboys. Thanks to ZocDoc for sponsoring this episode.
Back to the show. Yes.
Jarvis and I were doing research looking for something for gold.
You're
And
measuring skull shapes or something, right?
There's this, yeah.
With calipers?
We were comparing ours. And there's this black guy on TikTok who
Here we
tries
go.
to do like outrage bait stuff where he's racist against black people. And he calls all black women EBTs, which is
That is still so
Wow.
crazy to me. Yeah.
Oh my
It
lord!
is so crazy to me.
it is.
Are you doing a video on this guy?
No, we're not
No.
gonna do a video on him, but his content is, and I'm not even gonna shout him out,
It's
but
bad.
he's like so shitty.
Is that's the game now?
Yeah, I think it has been for a minute.
I just mean like I feel like it's evolved at some point in the gradient.
Like jump the shark.
We went from like, that is, wow, look at this exceptional content that it's not crazy that it exists because it gets clicks, it gets views, of course it does, to
Right.
like, well, that's just content. And then now and then you get a channel that like makes something good that isn't evil.
Yeah.
And that's novel now. That's
Yeah.
a video game review.
I wonder if we'll like go back around.
If the fatigue kicks in.
Yeah. Because it's like, you know, people talk about how with AI, everything is so perfect, every photo and every whatever. So it's like we're going to start valuing imperfections
Mhm.
more, which is interesting.
I hadn't thought till like I remembered that Quebble Cop
Oh,
guy,
yeah.
his whole AI thing,
Yeah.
who gets horrible views, which is
Because he like
almost fucked up.
AI-ified everything. Like
he
like,
replaced himself essentially,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I think
yeah.
he did it a little too early.
Yeah.
I think give it like maybe 2 more years and there might be a path for that.
ah,
But so he has no traction. We often talk about how, you know, I don't have the most rock solid foundation when it comes to like my media literacy is good, but I would say that my investigation skills are pretty limited. I'm pretty impatient. I'm like, I'll defer to others on a good handful of topics, but usually others that I feel like I can trust or at least respect the position of. I've had if I elect to, I can just say I don't want to be a part of a conversation, right?
mhm.
Position of the privilege of not like working in like an office or some kind of setting or being at a school where I have to at least like perform a consensus or speak a certain way or being part of a family that I don't politically align with, and I have to at least at Thanksgiving kind of not say the thing I believe, and none of those exist, so I'm allowed to just kind of be relatively straightforward with my position and not have to challenge people in person much, right? Doesn't come up a lot. But for some reason, when I just saw Charlie put out like a short, just very briefly talking about Quebble Cop, and I just went like, fuck, man,
Oh.
this must be so bizarre to be, and maybe I'm just too age-pilled right now, because I'm age posting. It's got to be so weird to grow up in this noise.
Yeah.
Like there's more possible inputs than ever. You can't even really dedicate any time to catering your environment or community or something. You are like parrying blade strikes from every possible angle. You're like blocking the lasers from the droids in Star Wars at like a pace how the hell you have any time to figure out what you like or value seems impossible to me. And like in a very roundabout way, just running back to it, the AI slop thing, like the conceit of it, or the meme, I guess, essentially, is that do kids have time for that? Like that conversation feels like it's almost like the trying to pitch AI as a viable product to, because it's kind of the point right now is we're supposed to have some affection for it in some way. I just can't even imagine how I would explain to somebody, I don't know, like a 15-year-old, why AI could be cool.
I think it is more just it exists, and thus
get used to it.
Well, no, I mean, I just feel like with 15-year-olds, you're not trying to make a pitch to them so much as like, I don't know,
normalize it or whatever.
Yeah, I guess it's just like normalized. It's interesting because I don't know how to answer that. I do just think that they're inundated with just like so much shit. I do think they're not thinking about any of the like morals or anything because they're like too young, and it's just like, and that's also why it's important to like, well, we're like a little bit cooked because it's like, oh, you live in like the age where everything is gambling and everything is AI. Everything is a scam. Everyone is lying all the time. Everyone's rage baiting.
Our focal point becomes AI so often just because it's like an interesting cultural moment. But truth be told, like I think like Tyler Oliveira videos are more sinister to me at their core because there's like an evil heart there. Yeah. It's not even like cold, cynical calculation. Yeah. It is a like it's the Joker.
It does feel very like synthesized evil.
It's perfected. If it's the T virus, that's like
they're just like, wow, we've cracked it.
We made it. An annoying guy. But I forget what it was. There was some Tyler Oliveira video recently-ish. I'd kind of stayed out of his ecosystem or whatever. Yeah. But he's the guy that did I went to the most racist town in America or something. It was like, these people are pretty cool. They're kind of epic.
He also did a thing where when people criticize him, he signed off an email saying he's going to keep doing what he's doing. Tyler Hitler Vera.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I was like, all right, buddy.
I don't get how you square the circle of being a cynical kind of shitty guy, but also incredibly insecure.
Well, it's weird because
you're supposed to be evil.
It's like, I'll just be what everyone's saying I am. And I'm like, don't do that. That's like super villain stuff. Because it's like, it's more about like I guess it's just like, try to understand why people are criticizing you. And it's because you're exploiting all of the worst aspects of society under the guise of journalism.
Oh yeah? Then I'll do it.
Okay. But that's actually what we're saying not to do. Because there is a world where you can still do journalism while humanizing people.
Yeah, not when you say that to me.
Well,
go ahead and give me the feedback.
I tried. I said maybe this is not
exactly.
Okay.
Another win for Tyler. My next video, which ethnic communities would win if you did a big war?
Yeah,
Don't worry, Tyler.
Survivor did that once.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Back in the blackface era of television.
They call it?
No.
Okay.
They called it, well, it was Survivor Cook Islands.
Oh, but then, that's what that
season
was.
13. And but people affectionately refer to it as the race war season because they split everybody up. They had it was like black people, white people, Latino people, Asian people.
Whoa.
And like every time they do this, it's like very short-lived, but it's like a very you could tell that like black white was winning Emmys when they did that.
Well, yeah, was this like 2006?
It was. Yeah, it was just in the prime era of everyone doing it.
I feel like I'm going insane because like it was weird then. I could have sworn it was weird.
Well, it was like for at least so. It's kind of like in Black White where people were, or at least the black family was talking about whether or not it was a good idea to be doing this at some level.
Yeah.
There are people like discussing whether or not it's a good idea to even do this like experiment.
But they're already doing it.
Yeah, but it's like they are like regular people because it's like in this early reality TV era still where it's like you're not becoming an influencer. That doesn't
That's true,
exist
yeah.
yet. So maybe I'm naive, but I do believe, like, because the people who want to be on Survivor, they didn't sign up for the Race War season. They're in the queue for Survivor, and the producers reach out to them, and then eventually they learn what the thing of the season is, and then
And you're already kind of
you're like deep in the process at that point.
Oh, okay, Jeff, that's good.
And so
Okay, so we're lining it up. All the Black tribe, you have to wear loincloths. It's just part of your thing. The Asian tribe will be doing homework. We've got it. So the White tribe, you get more resources right at the start.
they did another season of Survivor like that, where I don't remember what season it was, but it was like the you have everything abundance tribe and the like you have nothing tribe.
What the fuck?
I know.
That's not fair.
And then it's not. And then it was just like, can they pick themselves up by their bootstraps? The answer is no.
Well, did they at least kind of divvy up the members? Like, it was a bunch of like really healthy, capable, strong people in the like good survivalists in the.
I don't remember, or I don't know, because it isn't a season I watched, but it's just a season I like saw some videos about.
They do like eventually swap members between them.
Yeah, they do like merges and swaps and things like that. So it's like all these premises like don't usually last for very long. It's just in the like very, very, very early stage of the game.
Can we see, Jacob, would you mind looking up and seeing if there's a show called, I want to say it's Different Worlds reality TV show? Jenny Nicholson did a video about it like several years ago. Nope. Oh.
That was a Cosby produced sitcom, A Different World.
That one. Keep safe search on. No, it's, fuck, what was it called? It's, so Jane Nicholson made a video, so maybe if we look up just Jane Nicholson reality TV show. But the whole premise is basically that. It's one tribe has all the stuff, and then the other team doesn't start with any stuff. Oh yeah. Opposite worlds. That's a really bad name. But it's basically that framing, except it's past and future. The series revolves around a group of strangers divided into two teams. Wow, exciting. And made to live in a house divided by future and past themes. Now, the thing is that the future theme, it's a utopia.
Yeah.
So they just get everything that they need, and they have a shower, and they have running water, and things are good. The other world is the one where, you know how, like, we used to live there and then made it different? We used to be there, and we went, this fucking sucks. We should make, like, a house, build a wall, if you will. And we should, eat better food and get deodorant. And then this show posits, yeah, but what if it was actually the better way? No, it isn't. We're losing. There was only one season. A ton of people got injured. Everyone was essentially malnourished on one of the teams. And then I highly recommend the Jenny's video. So I won't spoil too much about it.
Shout out Jenny.
But there is just one guy who is a firefighter, not like in Survivor, like Joe,
Survivor 48,
who is outrageously better at physical challenges than everyone else on it.
Classic.
And the show is mostly physical challenges.
Oh.
So it's opposite worlds. Who will be better? And at one point, he swaps sides, and then that team starts winning.
Oh my God.
Because they put Thanos on the other side.
But
speaking of bad game design,
I'm
going to throw out what might be a controversial statement. Pick up the phone and just unlock it. Go ahead and get the photo out. Oops, I almost stripped it. Oh, sorry, can you open the photo again? I accidentally changed it. No, sorry, you want to hold it? No, you go ahead. Fuck. To turn around, let me do it again. Here he is. Here he is. I don't think that Traitors.
I don't think
is a good show. And this kicked in because we'd been like just kind of gabbing about it anyway. But then I watched.
You watched the finale.
We watched Survivor. You and me.
Oh yeah.
In that episode of Survivor, well, during it, you were also because you've been on your Survivor kick.
I've been on my hyper focus mode,
and so you were able to give me like lore when it came up, but also some insights on other seasons,
like the
how the
meta game and like how people play it.
I was watching. I have still not watched the finale of Traitors.
Oh, you haven't?
And like one of the reasons is it's really only a show I can watch in a group, and I watched the rest of the show with Katie, and it's not a show that I'm as into solo.
I'll watch it with you if you want. The finale will piss you off.
It is
everything we've every derogatory thing we've said about the show is proven
Oh
true
my
once
God.
again.
It is.
In the
It's
final.
an anarchy only. It is a show that they spent millions of dollars as
Oh, right.
millions of dollars. Welcome. The time for talk is over. He is a title and I. He's like, it's like he's devolving.
Welcome back to Love USA.
I will say his outfits are always awesome. I think
His
most of the
outfits are
budget of
always
the show
great.
goes to his wardrobe. But
It's Twitter
his
bait, for
little
sure.
like sweater vest, sleeveless thing that just says murder on it.
It's
Is
got an outfit.
awesome. And
He has
I love
one
that.
weird. It's a miss for me. There's one outfit miss, and it's in the finale. I think.
Oh, there's one there.
Is-
It just
is
looks
that-
like
Jacob,
a big
is
block
that-
of mozzarella. I wasn't really connecting
Is
with
that the one where I said it looks like the cover of Goodnight Moon?
Oh yeah.
Is it- but it's bad. But
I mean, it's a swing for sure.
the game design is bad. It makes no sense. But there's we've talked about before how it's just like it's a clunky premise and it's like it's all over the
It's a
place and it's
show
produced in a
that-
weird way.
I mean, it's a show that doesn't feel like they should have started with the celebrity season.
Yes,
It's a show that needs regular people on it.
It is a fundamentally broken idea for me because if I were to go into a boardroom and pitch what this show is, I would basically walk in and go, hey, so you're interested in burning cash. This is a show that perfectly simulates the idea of not enjoying a game of werewolf with people you don't know. So nobody really knows who to vote for. You can tell that like two people maybe used to date, so they've got a weird grievance, so they won't communicate with them. It goes on way too long because no one knows the rules. And at the end, you're not even really sure why someone won.
I think
And you could win over $1,000.
That's the funniest part too. You'll get $100
Per triple front flip. And like everyone's throwing up and can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of issues with the construction of the show, in my opinion. But I'm like, the more I watch it, the more I find new things to be upset about. Because like,
I don't know what the POV is supposed to be. Because the moment you know who the traitors are, which you do for the whole thing, it completely, in my opinion, deletes anyone that's not a traitor from value in the show. It like completely depersonalizes them because the heroes are the traitors.
I
'Cause
do
that's who
think
you're
that
following.
I do think that part of it is an issue in casting. Because when you, like, for example, Survivor is just always an easy example because they've done so many seasons and so they've got a well-oiled machine with this.
And everyone doing it knows it.
Yeah, but they screen for people who are going to be good in the confessionals. And the edit is, like, kind of based around what's going to be good for television. But
Who can sit cutely by the beach while doing their confessional like this?
oh, yeah.
That cracks me up every time.
Every time.
Can we go and do this on a branch?
Can I do it holding on to a branch?
Swing it.
I just think that there's not enough maybe wrenches. I feel like so much of the runtime, for me, my biggest grievance is that a lot of the runtime is dedicated to challenges that don't matter.
Yes. And have nothing to do with deception at all.
Well, they just don't reveal anything or get anyone closer to anything. And in Survivor, many things about the show feel like they like just template took like, oh, Survivor does this, so we'll do this. But it doesn't, it's not the why. Like the why doesn't make sense it makes sense for Survivor because you're competing for rewards and then you're competing for immunity. And whether or not you're good at the challenges introduces like conflict and value in terms of the social game. So it's like, oh, when the game starts out and there's like, 2 to 4 tribes, if you lose the challenge, you have a much higher percentage chance of going home. So everyone's aligned on wanting to win the challenge. And thus people who are good at challenges in the early game, have a really high value assigned to them. And so even if you're not interested in the puzzle solving aspect of the challenges, you know that they're leading to something and that and that they cause effects in the other game.
Their capability has like downstream effects. It's more every time they do a challenge, it's like a commercial break from the regular show of Traitors.
Because it's just
they get in a black Jeep to, for some reason, drive to a different field than the one they live on.
Yeah.
To jump through, to take Tara Lipinski and give her a challenge where she has to pick up like a log and she can't. And then they go, a little suspicious that you couldn't pick up that log that you have no incentive to not do. There's for what reason they don't have well, you'll actually earn a secret extra $5,000 if everyone fails the challenge. They don't have that. So they're just, everyone goes, you do a challenge, done. Now back to a completely unrelated show where people are just randomly taking stabs in the dark.
It feels like when, like we would, like Jacob and I sometimes in like friend groups would play Mafia. And sometimes when you play Mafia, you don't have anything to go on. And so, especially in the early game, so you'll literally just go, you said this thing kind of weird.
Yeah.
You said you had like a weird twinkle in your eye. Like, and you have nothing, absolutely nothing to go on. And that'll just be like what you start with. And that feels like Traitors like half the time.
It's the least fun part of all of those games.
They're going, you dropped the fork. And I think that's actually narratively important.
You felt nervous in this game that is nerve-wracking?
It's like, I do feel that like in Survivor, people come up with like compelling arguments for motivations for why someone might be doing something.
Yes.
And I think that is like notable because like I was rewatching season 37, which is the David and Goliath season. It's Mike White's season, his first season, because he's on season 50 now. But
and he somehow looks better.
And there's a part where I like couldn't believe that this was their read on the situation. And sometimes people like Traitors is people being confidently wrong all the time, and Survivor
well, mostly because their careers are like being on the Real House Husbands of Yorkshire or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's
I do think
I've just argued with people for 20 years and made billions of dollars. I think that's the way to go.
There's a few things about and I actually do want to get Jacob's opinion on this in a sec, but there's an instance where someone planted a fake idol that they then found while they were around other people with the strategy of that being, and it's a high risk, high reward strategy. When an idol is played at a tribal council, it typically means that idol goes back into the island somewhere and it can be found again. And so that's an important metagame. And there's also this push and pull of I want to be with the group because I don't want to miss people politicking, but also if people notice that I'm gone, they're going to assume the worst, which is that I'm going and searching for an idol, which means that there's an incentive to blindside me so that I don't have a good time to play the idol, / if I don't find the idol, then I can't even protect myself, yada, yada, yada. So this guy pretends to find an idol that's fake so that people think the idol is found so they won't go searching for it.
Yes,
he'll have more cover to go search for it on his own. It's like it's a big swing, but it's a strategy that logically makes sense. And then there is a guy that after he does that, like, because a lot of people buy a hook, line, and sinker. And then there's a guy who goes, I don't know, because what if he did it to fake it so that we wouldn't go and try to find the real idol?
Dude, Death Note reveal.
And I'm like yeah. And it's like, even if he doesn't go, like, even if he goes, nah, maybe I'm reading too much into this, like, which I think does happen, it's like people are creating logical arguments for why people do certain things, and then it's frustrating when people don't do things logically. And that's why, like, on this season, multiple of the Survivor players got very frustrated with illogical play.
Yes, yeah.
Like,
which is, I gotta say, maybe just a testament to how fussy we can be, but I think specifically irks us even more than average, because it is like I don't know, that's like a trait I find annoying in general.
Traitor?
It's a traitler. The traitler.
It's the traitler.
The traitler. Scottish Rizzler.
I'm the Scottish traitler.
There's a
double chump chocolate cookie.
Doesn't it? I think there's just something pie design. I like the tackiness of the way these shows are made, but it's so like, I feel like everyone has dropped their expectations of a show to have an interesting game, and yelling is just enough.
I
it's
do just
people
feel
yelling.
like it regresses to Shapes and Sounds show.
Yes.
Because it's like it like more or less like does enough things that feel like a show that's a game. And then when it fails, you can just feel it filling time. Like Love is Blind. Maybe this means I have no I have blackness in my heart or whatever, like just no like joy or whimsy whatsoever. But all of the parts where they're like doing like lead up to the wedding, like the wedding part at the very end is the least interesting part of the show.
Yeah, by far.
Because it's like, oh my god, just get it over with. But they're having to drag out a few, like, will they say yes or will they say no over and over and over and over again and try to make it compelling.
And thinking that the mid section where they are living together and like the insight is like, sometimes he does stuff that annoys her is like insightful as opposed to like, yeah, he's annoying.
My friend Agata is like a big reality TV show person. And she has said that she actually likes American Traitors the least, and that this season is a particularly bad season.
I've heard Australian is good.
Yeah, she likes Australian, and then she also said the first British season is really, really good.
There's also Canada Traitors. I saw there's a girl from Survivor who I saw was on Canada Traitors, but
oops, sorry, I killed you. Oops. There's like an old screenwriting rule of thumb, which is that the protagonist is the character that knows the most. And it is not always the case, especially in like Knives Out. Benoit Blanc knows nothing. Like we know so much more than the other characters do.
All about him figuring it out and like catalyzing that.
But that's like a famously kind of a subversion of that format. And I think there is something like literally the moment we found out who the secret traitor was, I went like, oh, there's nothing left. The show's over. It's like it's still fun enough to watch, but now it's idiots. It's fish in a barrel. And because I always know more than everyone on the show.
Yeah.
I am never discovering anything.
But I do think that is interesting.
It's edited like we don't know.
Yeah,
like,
that is another issue.
Because I'm the dopest. I'm the slickest. Faithful. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm watching the show. Like, what is the fuck is this? It's edited like I'm eating.
Anyway, here's me eating a sandwich.
Unhinging my jaw.
Michael Rappaport, the most disgusting man alive. There's a couple things that, oh my god, dude, him during the reunion, it's like he sucks so much. He sucks so much.
It
was like so hard to watch. So there's a couple things that just annoy me. Well, we talked about before where it's like I keep saying it's nuclear bomb versus coughing baby sometimes, where it just feels like it's a classic strategy in Survivor as well, where it's like, oh, you get out the best people, but then it feels like a bunch of people who don't know what's going on like left. And
there's that like the iconic. I won't, in case people want to, I won't say the names of the characters, but there is one traitor who has displayed decent amount of kind of traitorous behavior, and they are like, I think he might be a traitor on raw instinct or whatever. And then they are voting for him. They're going to do it. And then as they're discussing it, he goes, I just want to say, I really like you and I've had a nice time hanging out with you. And then the next shot is her going over to someone, I don't think it's him.
It like could be a failure in editing, but a thing that really pissed me off is Rob Sesternino, who's a Survivor guy. He like
he's kind of the Survivor.
He's big in this Survivor podcasting world, but he's like for a long time was considered the most like the smartest Survivor player never to win. Like, but he's old era Survivor and he hasn't gone back on the new seasons. But anyway, he has a podcast, and so that's like what he's mostly known for now. But he was on this season of Traitors, and he was the guy who there's a conga line. And it's like, hey, let's do a conga line. Extremely suspicious, by the way.
Unprompted.
And then Rob goes, hey, I think they're trying to do a murder in plain sight. And then they just murder him. And people who heard him call that out never say anything about it. And it's like, but also, should that not be suspicious to literally everyone?
Hey,
guys, let's do like a diversion.
It has to be, because it was it Candace or Lisa Rinna? It was one of those two who seem exceptionally annoying, and I would assume are constantly doing things like that. Like outside of the edit.
It was Candace who did the thing, and then Candace annoyed me in the reunion because she, it's like she accuses some people of cheating in the game.
What does that mean?
Like breaking the rule of someone telling someone else that they were who a traitor was. Like, I don't want to spoil the show, but it's like, so Candace says that Rob cheated by telling Colton that she was a traitor.
Oh.
Because she's just like upset that she lost, I think.
Yeah, isn't
because accusing someone of cheating at the game is such an extreme like
that
step to take.
And also it's like he just did it as a faithful, like in faithful disguise,
right? Exactly.
Right?
That's the thing. It's like they were.
You just can't say anything.
Yeah, no. It's like it doesn't make any. It's like they're discussing potential people who might be traitors because like this player doesn't know that his closest ally is a traitor. So what is he gonna like? So I think that that's what actually happened.
Is some strategy happened in that like?
And then they were like, oh, but you can't even allude to the fact that I might be suspicious or something. Like I don't know what they're trying to argue. They even went beyond the reunion, and then on Instagram, were like, someone was like, you're just mad because you didn't, do this yourself. And they're like, what, cheated? Yeah, no, I don't want to cheat. And it's like that really like. I have to assume that these people are recorded. All of those times would have been recorded, so it's like,
what is?
And
what
they
are
would
you
have
to
gotten
swing
in
for?
trouble for like cheating at the game.
I also think it's probably in the case of some of them more than others. The greatest indignance is not getting to be on TV as long. Like, you got me kicked off. It's not the losing a game. It is the like, you cost me a bunch of episodes. I could have had more attention.
Yeah, it's just strange. And then the other thing that I wasn't sure how I felt about it, because it started to feel a little metagamey in a weird way, is that like Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski like did a thing where it's like
Astarion and Tara Lipinski.
that people don't know. They don't know how well we know each other, which is totally fine. Like that's a normal thing. But then it started to be like, no, like I know they're not lying because they'd never lied to me. And it started to feel like kind of like like it almost felt like colludey.
Yeah.
Like because there's a line between like, I trust this person because I've have this relationship outside of the game and they seem trustworthy, versus like, no, I know for a fact.
Yes.
And I'm like, it could just be the language that was being used, but it like, I don't think that they were colluding. I don't think they were metagaming, and they're not gamers and stuff. So it's like, I do think it was probably like a blurry line, but it felt like a weird type of, it felt a little odd to me.
I do wonder.
But I liked them. So
I do genuinely wonder if you took a clip from that show, I think it would be really intuitive. Like people would watch a clip and go like, oh, okay, so some of these people are like lying and being sneaky and some of them, but they aren't really lying and being sneaky. They're just playing the game by exactly the rules. They aren't allowed to be faithful. You see what I mean?
It experiences a thing that happened in early Survivor where there's a lot of this talk of like honor and like
yes,
being like playing the game the right way. And in early Survivor, they demonize things like alliances and like lying and things like that to get ahead. And it's like, this is literally the game. In Traitors, it's especially egregious because it's called Traitors. It's essentially called liars.
It's called Traitors, but I genuinely have the suspicion that a bunch of the people in the show think that being a traitor is optional. Like it's an elected thing. Like really, genuinely, I think that must be happening. Or in some...
I mean, for some people, sometimes it is. They like give them the option. You can either die or become a traitor.
There's so many times where they're talking to them and they're like, I'm the most faithful of a faithful. And this is where like the show, I just kept like switching off in my brain because like, what? Just say booga baba dabba boo boo. This doesn't mean anything. You can't say I'm a traitor.
Yeah, it is.
They might as well just spin around on the table.
But it is like when you're playing Mafia and it's like, no, I'm a citizen, I'm like, just one of the guys.
But it's like, you have to refer to like evidence or a justification for that as opposed to just like, no, I'm nice. I would never play a game.
I think it's the thing where you go like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, and so you're basically asking them to do a soul read.
Yes.
So, and that's, I think that's okay. Personally, I think it's like, cause it's like, what are you going to say? And so then you have to, like, when someone feels like because I do feel like when someone's back against the wall, and they get emotional, there's a world where they act in a way where someone goes, I didn't buy it. Mm-hmm. And then I thus think they're lying to me. And then there's a way where people start to go, that seemed too real, so they must be telling the truth.
Yes.
And I do think it's like, it kind of edges with that.
I think it's
thing.
Bad as much as it is such a huge missed opportunity that it is bad. It's like if you watch a movie now with bad effects and then you watch a movie 30 years ago with better effects than the one now, And you're like, okay, well, maybe there's reasons and a justification, but like we have so much more technology now. We have so much more. There's so many good shows, so many good rules. There's so many. Get one, Belgian board game designer. I think half the population. Belgians chocolate and board games. Just go and get one of those guys. Bring some Swedish dude and go like, does this game work? And then they go, no, this makes no sense. And then they go, yeah, but we already made 5 seasons. Yeah. So we're just going to kind of keep doing that?
I just think it's similar with Survivor. It's like the reason that the guy who won the first season of Survivor won the first season is because he was the only guy doing strategy.
Yeah. Like, breaking in the moment, people being like, what the?
And so you do need like everybody to be doing, like, that's why even though I think that sometimes they fly too close to the sun with like, there's a lot of like, Survivorisms and stuff, a lot of like internal things is like, oh yeah, I just want to get to the merge. And it's like, if you're a first time viewer, it's like, what does that even mean? Yeah. And then it's like the way that people talk about like the voting mechanics or vote splits and metas around how you play around somebody with like all those things are like, it's like watching a pro sport and they say, if you're watching basketball and they say like, oh, they did a pick and roll. It's like you have to know what that
unless
means.
You knew.
Yeah. But I do feel like that's better because everyone on the basketball court knows what a pick and roll is. Then when they would in Survivor, sometimes they would recruit people like off the street or like somebody's like recruited as a bartender in New York and just to come on the show. And then they're with people who were like lifelong fans of the show. I want everyone to be on the same playing field, and Traitors doesn't have that in the American thing because it's a mix of game players with people who like have never played a game like this.
Yes.
Obviously there's a like the powers are disproportionate because it's like you could have never played a game like this, but if you're a traitor, you have a lot more power than like you can win as a traitor having never played the game before because you get to kill the people who suspect you, and that's like the most basic obvious strategy
and
to do.
With a starting cast of 80 people.
Yeah,
it's like the biggest starting cast ever, and then as it gets whittled down, you start to learn what people's names are. Yeah, it's like early Love Is Blind, where it's like they're just like cutting some people out. Because
Bachelor is another thing where it's like it starts and there's 30 people, and it's like, all right, well, these people need to go away. Like I don't.
Or similarly, like how the hell are you supposed to see if you're compatible with this many people all at once? You kind of need to. Yeah, I guess maybe that's. No, I was going to say that's part of why Survivor is still shorter, but that was just COVID and probably more efficient.
Yeah, actually, I now that I've gotten deeper into it, I understand the argument for why they should go back to longer seasons because there's certain, like, there's like too much of a rush. So it's like certain like relationships don't really get a chance to form. It's just like, feels like you're incentivized to just go with whatever your starting relationships were.
I like lying games. It's like I want to like a little better, which is why I did really enjoy the first episode of the season premiere that we watched of Survivor 50 because there's already an inkling of like setup.
Yeah,
I mean the iconic. What is it? The Billie Eilish boomerang icon.
Billie Eilish boomerang idol.
The Ariana Grande Erewhon smoothie.
Yeah, the Hailey Bieber Erewhon Express.
I care about that. Was cracking me up, dude. For people that I do recommend watching it. It's a good watch. But like in the new season of Survivor, they find an immunity idol, and it's a unique immunity idol with certain mechanics at play, but unrelated to the way that it works. It's named the Billie Eilish
and they have to keep saying it. This is the first time I think this has happened that I've seen.
And they don't like play a photo or even have Billie Eilish there. It's just a letter that says, "Hey, it's me, Billie Eilish."
So that's funny. And then also the fact that Billie Eilish like hasn't posted it on her story or anything like that. So it just feels like it's the
maybe no relation, just a different
It's the Pete Hegseth war criminal idol.
Oh, you're like, huh?
All right, well, let's talk about
Anastasia. This is your segue.
Well,
she's crying. Here's the thing.
I was thinking, Sad Boys is a podcast, right?
Okay, she's right.
Okay, yeah.
But what if you two were unnecessary?
Okay. Right. That's right. Yes, that's also correct.
Look.
Because AI.
Because AI.
This is what being in an executive boardroom at any tech company right now is like.
Hear me out.
It's someone coming in just being like, what if there was a computer on it? What if you put an AI on it?
But hear me out. Well, we do everything we've ever done before, but AI.
But it's really annoying.
It's like the company is paying you guys so much. What if,
yes,
what if we could cut you out entirely?
Me and Jarvis are not super looped in on this, but it sounds great. The AI Podcast Network.
So apparently there's a few, right, Jacob? A few AI podcast networks.
Which even a podcast network, I know it's still like very present, but I feel like, are they, I guess out of curiosity, are they branding themselves in the same respect that like a Gimlet brands itself? Like an Earwolf would say like, we're a network, or is it just like a...
Yes.
What a strange choice.
The headline I saw that made me laugh so hard was this AI-generated podcast network publishes 11,000 episodes a day.
A day?
And it also ripped off media outlets, of course. It has to.
Okay, well, I guess my first thought is if it weren't for, like, there's a ton of YouTube AI slop and AI-generated YouTube channels, and YouTube is, like, fighting that, but they still, you know, exist. And because there's no governing body of podcasting, it's like there's nothing to stop 11,000 podcasts from being blasted into the airstreams a day.
Not to mention, there's like a, you know, there's a house style to a podcast. Like I would guess a lot of these are kind of the daily style, the This American Lifestyle, blah, 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 that kind of thing, where it's based on radio. And
but
radio
I
is very kind of catered and formed, and it's like how even if it's non-fiction, AI writes like fiction. Like it always has that because so much of what it's trained on is that. Like it writes like a teenager making a bad screenplay. But like was it Spotify? Yeah, the Spotify Wrapped AI podcast that we listened to.
Yeah,
almost made sense for that platform because, I mean, it sucked. But it almost made sense because the format of like, thanks, James. Moving on, what are we looking at here is what you'd expect.
You listened to Ariana Grande for 37 minutes. Now, 37 minutes is a long time, John. I think you could walk a couple of miles in 37 minutes, but instead, you're blasting Ariana's beats.
I thought it was a Brat Summer, not an Ariana Summer.
You're onto something here.
365. You listen to Charlie XCX 365 days of the year, and you listen to the song 365. Haha, that's funny.
Good.
You're onto something here because I think the goal of one of these networks is to be hyper specific. So if you want the daily
Jordan
news
Adika
in a small
podcast
town
moment.
It's a Facebook T-shirt, but for your RSS feed.
Yeah.
It's like, this guy born on May 5th that loves House of the Dragon.
I just want to point out Alexios Mentzerelis.
Is this a friend of yours?
Very Greek.
Is this your dad's friend?
Also gonna say, I thought it might be offensive to point out, but here we are.
Well, I
But
can
look
do
at
it.
You can do it.
Okay, yeah.
I do like that they all say the daily.
Yeah, the Daily.
Yeah, so scroll down. Here's a
the Daily
sampling.
Jarvis.
The Daily News Now is the network.
Oh.
And
Whoa.
each of these is one of the podcasts.
The Daily News Now, and then it's every topic you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, so they
Cougars
have one
football.
for over, I think, 150 U.S. cities. And then they also have topics such as tech news, markets and money, global events, Cougars football,
Crypto.
and NASCAR.
Europe. That's kind of insulting.
Cougars is like Washington State, so it's like not even, it's a college team. Okay. Daily News Now, U.S. News. Can we listen to some of these?
Yeah. If you just search Daily News Now,
Oh, wow.
a lot of them come up.
Oh, actually, this is a great example of because
Oh my God.
a lot of the time
this search page is crazy because it's just like this is
that Dallas one is disgusting to look at. Jesus.
This is what like slop channels, like I used to talk about on YouTube, how they would drown out. This is essentially a denial of service attack.
Yes.
Because it's like if you had a human made podcast, now 50% of the results are AI podcasts.
I was just thinking because this is like when people would talk about here's the end result of all of this AI stuff on YouTube is going to be that your like feed is all that. And the thing is like you have some agency when you cater your feed in the case of YouTube because you can blame who you subscribe to and the discoverability is like a lot more tactful and YouTube is trying to push back against it. For the foreseeable, I can't think of any platform that has any incentive to push back against this. Like it's great. Yeah. Give me all the things.
Let's listen to the U.S. News one.
Yeah, I've been meaning to catch up.
Because I'm curious how they're going to talk about some of our, very important news moment that we're in right now. Oh, that's
1 minute 8 seconds, huh?
wait.
They're 2 minutes each.
Wait, but that says that's about a coach. That's about the Notre Dame coach.
Is this
Wait, how
all
often are
of
they
them?
posting these?
A
Because this
lot.
is
Today.
all today.
Is
Oh
this,
my god, it's like an SEO attack.
Wait.
It's like every possible.
This is how they're getting 11,000
Is
episodes.
Oh.
wait, is it possible that this feed is every single one of the Daily News Now feeds combined?
No.
No, but
Oh,
that's
Lord.
even crazier.
I mean,
How do they stack like the Charlotte Hornets? Like, how do they make that every like 50 posts a day?
yeah, or do they have one for the Lakers? They must, right? Like the Daily News Now. I guess we should listen to one.
You're not up to date. This is Michael Barbaro.
Well, it's hard. We're recording right now, so I've missed 90 episodes.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna
um,
lose a day to this.
yeah, let's do like Zuckerberg grilled on Facebook's addictive design.
Oh,
That's something we know about.
On March 4th, prosecutors in a New Mexico lawsuit
Ew.
questioned Mark Zuckerberg last year during pre-trial
Last
depositions
year?
about early complaints of addictive
That's like
social media
Oh my
use,
god, it's so
oh,
bad.
it's not even a good voice. It's not even like the wow.
dating back to Facebook's start in 2008, pointing
This
to
is-
patterns of
Wait,
problematic.
can you pause? Is this literally telling me news from last year? Wait, can you start it again? Because did they connect it to today, or did they just say last year this happened?
Yeah, I think they just said, remember this?
Yeah, can you start it from the beginning?
On March 4th, prosecutors in a New Mexico lawsuit questioned Mark Zuckerberg last year during pre-trial
Hold on. On
depositions
March
about
4th,
early
which is
complaints
today.
of addictive.
Question
They
Mark
questioned
Zuckerberg last year.
Is it the anniversary of it? Is that what they
That's
did?
crazy.
Did they do that on March 4th?
Also,
last
they
year?
didn't want to shell out for like the good AI voices because they're posting so many podcasts.
well, I think this is this guy's voice, like
Huh?
recreated.
Yeah, but
So he has access
but-
to infinite testing data?
but I think that he didn't even pay for the good 11 Labs voice clone.
That is
'cause
shockingly
it's
bad.
So it's like the gaps in the speech are so awful.
I mean, yeah, mid-sentence.
There's a line break and it didn't know how to deal with
Yeah,
that.
that's got to be it.
Okay, yeah, let's look at the Lakers one. Because with sports, I'll be able to tell if it's actually recent news pretty quickly, I think.
Also, if it
From
makes
last year?
sense, because I think, yeah, we'll see.
Maybe they don't have. Oh, they do. It's the
Wait,
third
sorry,
option.
can I just ask really, what is this? What's this for? I don't get it. What do you get out of this? Because
Money.
anyone that listens to this will instantly go, like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
it almost
I think
feels like a
that's
total
kind of the
disrespect.
issue, because they're not. I don't.
Oh, it says voiced by DNN.
Daily News.
Daily
Now,
News Now.
Oh.
But then,
DNN
if you show more, it's like continues saying
creator
Corey and powered by DNN.
Powered by it.
DN.
The same thing. Okay.
These Nuts.
What?
These Nuts Network.
Go ahead and give it 5 stars.
Hosted by Fast Cat. Okay, wait, you're scrolling too fast. I just want to read some of these headlines. Lakers smart. Okay, Marcus Smart. And then Lakers hire a new strategy officer. Hire
Anything from last year?
Dodgers exec for new role. Grind out win. Luca leads charge. And these are all today.
Yeah.
And then okay. It's
They're
funny.
so short. Like how?
There's
So what a lot of people are speculating is happening here is that he has his algorithm to have like every time a news story
Yeah,
or
like a
article
Google
is
alert.
published
yeah.
about anything,
Yeah.
it categorizes it into what feed it should go to and makes just a 1.5 to 2 minute summary of each article and then
Yeah.
pushes that podcast episode
Yeah.
to
So it
that
is also
feed.
plagiarism. Like
It's
it's more like
100% plagiarism.
overt plagiarism too,
like
which is
there are
pretty
very
crazy.
specific ones about like colleges and like university news,
Yeah.
and one of a writer for a university newspaper that was saying that every time that their university paper published an article, less than an hour later there would be an AI
Yeah. I don't think so.
like
Yeah.
version.
Is there a
It
world
is-
where they're trying to just also farm end of playlists where like people are listening to X or Y show and they don't have anything queued, so it gives them something on like
Yeah, but
discoverable?
I do feel like that it would be tough to get into
Seems
those.
crazy
algorithms.
that it'd
It
be
is
so
funny
hard.
that like they have multiple podcasts about Marcus Smart today, which is like probably the least like no one cares about Marcus Smart
Yeah.
like that.
The big news for me from Lakers is the Redick Doncic
Mhm.
bench brawl. Can we listen to that?
can we listen to
and
that?
Just
Oh,
see.
wait. Look at Lakers comeback beats Pelicans today, 1 minute 21, and then scroll
that
up to the
was-
very top.
Yeah, that was right there.
Lakers smart leads comeback win over Pelicans.
So it's probably the same.
It's the same
just
story,
ripping off
but
a
it's like
different-
to what Jacob was saying. It's a different article about the same topic, and then they just like
I wonder how
regurgitated it.
effectively it excises the authorship. Like, because there's no oversight. Like, how often it just goes like, "Hi, I'm Fox News," and then like, because if it's just scraping bullshit.
That is
Right.
so funny. Maxi Kleber questionable is a whole podcast. No one fucking cares.
Lakers comeback.
But
beats
like, are there
Pelicans.
ads on these?
Sometimes there will be like a 5 to 10 second ad on the end of.
Interesting.
Like a Spotify.
Because they're
ad?
so short. It's like, who's gonna
But
stick
if
around
you
for
can
an
even
ad?
sell, but at this with AI bullshit, like if you can sell, you essentially have an infinite amount of ad spots.
Yeah.
So even if you're making a small amount of money per ad, that adds up.
That's
No
what
pun
people are
intended.
saying. It's like because the effort is pretty much zero here, even if only like 25 people listen, then like over all of these, you're gonna get something sort of meaningful.
100%. But yeah, let's listen about the brawl.
You're listening to Los Angeles Lakers news today.
Already-
Subscribe
your
now
time's running
for
out.
fast
You're wasting
daily
my time right
updates
now.
on your team. Lakers coach JJ Redick has shaped a potent offense around Luka Doncic during their first.
He's Italian, right?
Hey, I'm Don Cheech.
Luka Doncic.
Give me a fucking basketball. I'm trying to fucking dunk.
Hey, I'm dribbling over
Don
here.
Giovanni,
Whoa, I'm
Don
playing
Cheech.
Overwatch.
Hey, I'm Doncic, okay?
I'm just trying to play a little fucking Overwatch.
Hey, I'm trying to be Slovenian over here. Doncic.
Whoa, I don't laugh, but I do a funny smirk.
I'm smoking that Doncic and Chong, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm not Cheech Beck.
Doncic tops the league in scoring, helping keep
Big
the
Hermes.
Lakers right in the mix in the tight Western Conference standings. As the 2025-26 season nears its end, Redick has ramped up the team's intensity on defense and offense to stay in the playoff hunt. A recent win over the
Playoff
Golden State Warriors
hunt.
sparked some sideline drama when Doncic and Redick got into a heated exchange on the bench. The moment quickly blew up on social media, drawing tons of attention. Redick brushed it off as no big deal afterward, stressing their strong bond and how these flare-ups are just part of NBA life.
I think it's funny because in my mind, I'm imagining them jumping between Doncic and Doncic is literally like whether or not the accent is over the C.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what the accent's called, but it's like the little like.
Well, and
Or even if
honestly,
there's like a comma and his like the guy's cadence. Do you think that because it so deliberately highlights that it's voiced by the creator? Do you think that's like he's trying to get around any kind of service dues or something like that? Like it's based on his voice because then it's I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's just why? Who cares? You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just being the wrong kind of cynical, but I feel like not a lot longer, but like fewer episodes at 15 to 20 minutes implies a legitimacy that might make it more real.
If they
Like an
just
option.
like combined some of them.
It just seems
If
a
they
little
did it
less.
maybe twice a day, and we're like, okay, what are the top?
I guess you have to have
stories.
just so little respect for your
Everything.
audience, like
I feel like you have to have so little respect for yourself,
the-
so little respect
the
for
universe.
audiences.
It is one of those things too, where it's like you hear like, oh, there's a podcast about my specific hometown, like
Yeah,
oh great, you immediately listen to one episode and are like, oh, this is garbage.
it's bullshit.
Yeah.
This is it's are they doing the like Nigerian prince with diamonds email strategy thing? Like,
Well,
why
but-
is it just supposed to catch 1 out of every million people? But
Wait,
it doesn't
does he
ask for anything.
He says he's creator of the Daily News Now. If we scroll down, does he brag about himself here?
Podcast host, podcast and producer on OPP, Other People's Podcast, 8 years ago. I interview the world's most popular podcasters so we can learn about them and the dope shows they made. They must hate you.
That's
Isn't this like the
crazy.
exact opposite of that?
It is a little bit like cannibalizing your own like.
I guess if he had podcast, then it's trained on that, I guess.
He was a showrunner at Double Elvis Productions. Hilarious name for
Yeah.
creative audio producer
For
at
6
Apple
months at Apple.
for 6 months.
I do think
was a
that
visit.
this
All right, we don't need to go too deep on it. But
method does catch quite a few people. Like if you think about the greater scheme of
I'm always thinking about the greater scheme
or the greater population.
plan.
Like
Lord scheme.
I do wonder, going back to what y'all were talking about earlier, if people growing up with AI are just going to be like so inherently smarter about it because they grew up with it. It's kind of makes
I was laughing at one of those podcasts was called Unbiased News, and it was by Straight Arrow Productions.
Okay, it's scary. That sounds like a think tank.
Yeah.
when we were kids and maybe even like people older than us, everyone said like, oh, video games are so bad for you and they're gonna ruin your eyes and they're gonna make people violent and blah blah blah. And in Jordan's case, that's true, but for most people, we know like that's not true, and actually we know that video games can kind of teach great skills also. Like,
whoa, somebody told my parents.
Fighting.
and like certain violent skills.
Who said that?
But I think that kids growing up with AI, this is me being hopeful and optimistic for once. Maybe they're going to grow up with this like sort of like distrust of anything that is like this and immediately be like, no, you got to have like, you know, like you were saying, like more analog or more
Yes.
like things with mistakes in them and things that don't look perfect.
Mistakes like where was the weird line break? Ugh, a group of AI generated people is never not unnerving.
I
to
know.
look at.
Yeah, it feels like I'm about to have to drink like Kool-Aid and die.
Yeah, this is the other AI generated
Cop.
podcast.
Wait, I'm gonna identify some of these people.
What's
the
wrong
middle
with
is
this?
the middle is AI Angela from Smosh. The right
man.
is AI Sam Cedar. The other to the left is AI Andrew. Or what's the guy who's
Andrew Schultz?
Schultz, yeah,
Yeah,
AI
yeah.
Andrew Schultz.
The one on the right is probably some guy from Kill Tony.
Actually, I feel like the guy with
AI
the
Morgan
baseball
Freeman.
cap on could be that guy from last podcast on the left.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
just any like earwolf type podcast.
I do. To your point, Anastasia, here's the Hulk. I don't think that
I like that.
there's either. I think there's two endings to the arc, right? And one is good guys win, and good guy win is that people that are inundated with this grow up with that greater level of cynicism.
Yes.
Then there's bad guy win, and it's good people grow up nullified to it.
Right.
Like aware of it and aware, but just so numb because their options are so limited that they capitulate to it.
and they're like, I listen to the Lakers daily news now because it gives me
it's more efficient. I get it
information or whatever.
immediately. And
and I don't
then
have
to
to
hear
use
about
my
whether or not
bad eyes.
The Marcus Smart's defense led the Lakers in a win over the Pelicans
the
a
liqueurs.
few times a day. I need
Also,
that.
what if people start calling him Luka Doncic?
Oh, sheesh.
We have to alternate. It's Luka Doncic, Luka Doncic, Luka
Luka
Doncic.
Doncic.
It is in that format. Is it not more efficient to just get a push notification from a news app?
Yeah, I would rather
A
read a
headline?
headline.
It would be overwhelming to anyone. I can't imagine someone's actually subscribing to a podcast that releases that frequently.
Sorry. No.
Cooking.
No. There's no one called Olive Oil. No.
What?
There
There's
can't.
no one called
There's
Olive
not.
Oil?
There can't be a thing called.
So can we listen?
Is it a show or an episode called Olive Oil?
I think
Look,
it's.
Can
I
we
think it
listen
was
to
like
the Birds
colon-
podcast or
It was
what?
something cuisine colon.
Oh,
olive
it was an
oil.
episode that's only about olive oil.
Maybe.
I don't know shit. I could probably summarize olive oil.
What was that one that you just pulled up though, Jacob? Because you had looked up Inception Point AI and it had episodes about like Jimmy Kimmel and stuff.
That's right. Yeah. So
Yeah, so
Didn't other
Inception
people.
Point is this other podcast platform, and so they have shows about like Jimmy Kimmel.
give me Jimmel.
Luka
Oh,
Doncic.
Wait, it's a Jimmy Kimmel AI generated podcast?
Yes.
Like about his
The
life.
hell?
This one hasn't been updated.
Oh, it's a 3-part. It's just in the bio.
From Brooklyn Wise Guy to Cultural Conscience.
It just reads you the
Jimmy
Wikipedia.
Kimmel, the conscience of late night. It looks like they just took essays about Jimmy Kimmel
Yes.
and just like, okay.
It's
There's a couple-
redigesting the meal and spitting it into your mouth kind of thing.
I do think it's very dark that there's one on the Rob Reiner murder.
I was gonna say I mean I assume that was just already produced actually manually into something as well.
Yeah.
What about the Fuentes phenomenon?
I
They've got a
don't
Catherine
care. I
O'Hara
don't.
one. They've got
I don't
a
want to open
Charlie
that
Kirk
can of
one.
worms.
Sleep paralysis.
What about the bad Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Is that
Where?
Bad Bunny's like logo or something?
No.
Oh, it's just a Bad
Oh, it just
Bunny.
says
Bad
Bad Bunny.
Oh,
What
but
the
it is
hell?
about. Oh my lord! Oh my lord!
There's a lot of
Wait, let's listen to some of
Wait,
it.
what's the
Yeah.
bio say? It is about his life, right?
yeah.
Oh,
The funny thing is, Bad
That's, like,
Bunny
copied from his
has like a
Wikipedia.
little
Bunny.
alter ego guy, and he is a frog.
it's not that. Oh,
Good Bunny.
He's not a
Oh,
bunny.
it's kind of that cereal mascot type scenario that you mentioned.
Yeah, the frog
Honey
from
Smacks.
Honey
It's a Honey
Smacks.
Smack situation. Should be a bee.
Wait,
Bad bee.
can we listen to a little bit of the Bad Bunny?
Mm-hmm.
Before
probably all the
recording, we
episodes.
were teaching
Hey.
Jordan about American cereals.
Yeah, I was having a good time.
Hey, I can't do the A. I'm trying to learn.
It's the low drawer.
Beach days, desert nights, mountain trails, or serene lakes. Mike Thompson's RV has something for every lifestyle.
Doesn't it
Has a massive selection of
Wait,
car
pause.
compliant motorhomes.
Wait,
It's
is
a
this
small town
local?
ad.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes so much. It's Wait, what's the name of it again? It's local network TV or something. We didn't have it. It's like
Public access.
yes, public access.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
it's like, yeah, we're shooting this in our garage, but we get one ad from Timmy's Toyota, and that's a
Right.
grand.
This is a Southern California RV superstore.
Interesting.
Mike Thompson's RV.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's dynamic. It's probably dynamic ad insertion too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only $45,000 for that. Whatever that was.
Adventure vans and more. Already own an RV? Our service experts will keep you on the road worry-free.
That was my issue, is that I already own an RV.
I'm so
Our
worried.
Body shop that will restore your RV to like new condition. Have a trade?
The whole
Sell us
thing's
your
just
old
an ad for
RV and
RV.
upgrade.
No.
Shop in store or online.
maybe.
MikeThompson.com.
We're everyday people doing good in our community. Our kindness runs deep.
It's crazy to have this many ads in a
The same
4-minute
blood we
podcast.
donate to help treat sickle
This is the
cells,
episode about the Super Bowl.
which hits
Yeah?
Bad Bunny, the Puerto Rican superstar known as Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, is dominating
Well, hold on.
headlines
I think
with
he's
the
known as Bad
record-shattering
Bunny.
success.
Because his nickname is
Yeah.
his name.
Oh, that's who people are talking about when they talk about Bad Bunny. I thought they were talking about Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio.
Well, I grew up with him, and I know he had a new name that he used to
Yeah.
use it.
Wait, the voice is so bad.
Can we listen to any other one and then jump to the exact same point and see if it just
Here in small town Toyota, you can get yourself a Toyota.
Bad Bunny shared an emotional message on social media.
This is a summary of
reflecting
a
on his
post.
deep connection with
Like
the Dominican
half of
Republic.
this was ads.
The artist expressed gratitude
imagine
for
if-
how Dominican
45 minutes of this podcast was ads.
Should we do that?
I mean, I guess it'd be
Fuck it.
Yeah,
profitable.
comment below if we should have 40% of this be ads.
The team behind the engine, relax.
That's too many people. There's no way.
I don't.
John
I like.
Peed?
I do like that. Katie Brown is like flirting with us.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey,
Someone's got a morning show.
are
Hey.
these real people? I do wonder.
John Peed is so funny.
John Pede.
Katie
Dude,
Brown, William Corbin,
I would
John
just
Pierce.
change my name.
Yeah, or at least go by like
John
P
P.
is also better. I
Oh
guess.
fuck.
If this sounds like you, let's build together. Always AI.
That'd be
Always
awesome.
Always fun.
fun.
Always forward.
You live and breathe AI tools.
You're curious, experimental, and future forward. You thrive in collaboration. I'm always fun, certainly. I'm definitely not often depressing and annoying and isolated. I'm always forward. I definitely don't kind of like just kind of liaising in my comfort zone, replaying a game I played before. And I'm always AI.
I'm always AI.
You should apply.
Whatever. Go ahead, click apply now.
Oh.
Oh my god, that yellow.
Yeah.
That's John P.
They need to hire a fucking CSS person.
Can we go ahead, click on one of those? I'll apply. I just want to get in there. Just I already know all this stuff. Go to application. Perfect. Okay. My name, R2D2. Ever require sponsorship to work in the United States?
Whoa, it asked for your visa.
No. I am all covered. Don't worry about it. Personal website. We can just link to this website. And then, it actually never asks for us to write anything substantial.
It asked
wow.
for a resume upload.
That's all. Just no. Can we use the image we just downloaded? There we go. Perfect. Just some screenshot we found at random. Hello at example perfect.com and then put / in there as well. And let's also throw in Jacob, what's your email?
/ in an email
Forward
is very
slash
just
my
funny.
email.
Yeah, just as a backup, if you answered yes to the above, I didn't, but if they need me.
So here's it's going to a dead email, so we'll never find out anything about.
What do you mean?
As soon as that's crazy. As soon as a human reviews your credentials.
Oh, I thought you were always
It's
AI.
like, yeah, I thought they were always AI, dude.
Also, yeah, what's the image that died at the top there? Dude, it's just the logo, right? They fucked up that bad. Even the text is half cut off. All right, man. Nigel Thistledown is that's actually a really charming name.
Okay, that's your nickname.
Nigel Thistledown.
Thistledown.
I died cheese rolling, and I was returned when lightning struck my corpse.
Vivian Steele, I think, is their pop culture one.
Oh, wow, they have Instagram accounts?
They have Instagrams.
That's
Ugh.
wild.
Can you give me I just want to see one reel from her, because I'm sure it will help me.
Ugh.
What? Wait, is it...
Why is it showing her? Show me celeb news.
There is someone who doesn't know she's AI saying
it
red
muted?
carpet goddess.
Or was there just no dialogue? She's talking about Kate Middleton. Oh, she is Kate Middleton.
Checking my list, and Kate's holiday habits are immaculate. She rewears her icons, stays loyal to classic Christmas colors, and serves elegance without ever shouting.
Some of those even look like AI videos of Kate Middleton.
I know, I guess. Yeah, because then I guess you don't need the license to use it or whatever. What's that one in front of a barn? Oh, is it Taylor Swift?
Everyone watching, Nicole and Keith's split wasn't sudden. In his circle, the separation was already inevitable. Everyone watching.
Oh,
Who's Keith?
what happened?
Who's Nicole?
Who's
Good question.
Beckham Family Feud, that screenshot, it looks like what that one girl, the female Ben Shapiro.
Oh, Brett Cooper.
Yeah, it looks like Brett Cooper.
Look, Brett Cooper. I can change
I
it.
hardly know her. You better not.
I could give her a chance, I promise.
VV Steele. What?
Claire Delish.
By the way,
That's funny. Man, just still also no traction. Hit there. Oh, this is the one that does kitchen confidence, like olive
Yeah.
oil.
AI
Olive oil.
culinary bestie.
Oof.
Serving up kitchen hat.
That's the thing is, the people that screen this even at the lightest, right? Like that generate stuff and then post, they are always going to be so out of touch that it's like the copy always reads like Partiful. It's always got that same like epic win.
Hey, bestie.
You posted the most PogChamp meal. Yeah, show me salt. Why is Penny Power so different? It's not, I guess, how I would have read the imagery.
No.
She's a
She
girl
looks
boss.
so anime.
It's
Or
okay.
like,
Whoa. Is this hand animated? That looks so good.
That's incredible.
This
I
video
love
is
the
so
text on the back of the coin. It says my favorite word, which
Wow.
is
Noni.
nani.
Well, it depends. Sometimes it's different.
Nani.
Sometimes it's $1 that time, but not these
So
times.
your $1 makes a baby coin, and then your baby coin makes another baby, coin.
Yes.
Have you not been watching her stuff, man? I mean,
Sorry,
Don't you know
Yeah.
about
Do
exponential
any of
interest?
these
I'm
have
being
engagement?
vulnerable with you guys, and I'm being honest about what I know and what I don't know.
Okay.
And I don't know
I'm-
about how to make my baby coins.
You spin it around with powers.
it's just basic money
Wait.
reproduction system.
She's
What
the
the
inventor
hell?
of the Penny Powers lollipop budget.
Is it based on the size of the lolly?
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure to get your utilities to be a small one. Don't have big
I don't
utilities.
understand because like I can tell that the Rent lollipop is like bigger than the other lollipops, but like not. I can't tell by how much.
It's pretty close.
And then
it's
I'm
pretty
pretty
close
sure-
to savings.
And I'm pretty sure fun and groceries are quite similar in size.
Yeah.
And so are they telling me to spend as much money on groceries as they do on
Isn't
fun?
this why they created a like pie chart so that I could see them next to each other? I need less or more lollipops? ? From Joshua. Good
Somehow Rent is always the jumbo pop.
balance them well, and your wallet tastes a whole lot sweeter.
Wait, this makes no sense. Give savings a boost and try not to let utilities steal the whole lollipop. But everything has its own lollipop.
Yeah, you have let it. She's failed.
So she's
It's been
at the same
stolen.
time having multiple lollipops and dividing the lollipop.
Maybe at one point in time it was a single
Oh,
bulbous
I
lollipop.
see. Wait, go back to the lollipop image.
He's figured
It's
it out.
saying like, okay, so you got your red lollipop, right? And so purple represents, it's like purple, blue, yellow, green. Every
Oh.
color represents its own little thing.
Uh-huh.
They're all an aspect of Rent.
Oh my goodness.
And it's all swirled together.
And the
Makes it very clear.
Very clear.
The grocery one is for Pride Month.
This is like green is for your produce, yellow is frozen,
Right.
which you want to get first.
Right.
And-
this is.
And then red.
I mean, it's like the food pyramid.
Yellow rent is for your summer house.
Why?
Purple
yes.
rent is for your winter house.
Wait, it's just another like fuck. Everyone is so like they're so out of touch because why are you using imagery for children for budgeting? Why would they care?
What's crazy to me is that even as a waste of energy, this is a waste of time.
Yes, this is an even bigger waste of time.
Even if I had tasked you with wasting as much energy as possible, I would fail you.
Yeah, I would at least just use too much gas.
I would say, wow, you did a bad job at wasting my time.
Yeah.
That is nonsense. That like lollipop one is not even in an AI sense. Just deranged.
It's like they have stupid AI. They like can't even format things that make sense.
There's plenty of these pages that are just made by people with the exact same quality. Why? What?
Why was that made?
That's my question. It's like they cut it off before the free trial. Like it's like the free trial only lets you do 2 seconds.
Such a good way to break it down, says D's Digital Life.
Candy canes are temporary. Shut up.
Is Joshua Taylor real? Because he's on a lot of these, but saying like different stuff.
He's like one of those people who's
real.
He's upset about GPT-4o going away.
That's right. Yeah, she was mine.
Imagine
this
being
is actually his girlfriend, and he's just being supportive.
I am realizing that we now live in a time where there are reply guys to AI women.
Yeah,
which is an upsetting prospect.
Well, although I guess we're siloing them in an echo chamber where they can't do any damage. We're like quarantining them in that. Kind of like if we could take just all of like alt-right Twitter and then give them a labeled version of Twitter that they think is public.
By the way,
it's just them.
Her bio says, smart tips, big wins, 0 boring jargon, and then proceeds to describe the most confusing lollipop metaphor
It's
of
definitely
all time.
not boring, but it's also...
Okay, well, let's make like penny power and help some dollar dreamers grow with smart tips, big wins, and 0 boring jargon.
What if your fun lollipop is Occupy... $5.
I think of a podcast as 5 lollipops.
And that's a stripe.
But within each of those lollipops is every color of the rainbow. And they're twisted and turned around, and they're also spun into a spiral.
Oh my gosh.
Let's make the funny lollipop the big one.
No, seriously. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I just make sure that the busy lollipop doesn't take up the whole lollipop. It has its own lollipop
by itself.
No boring jargon on this show.
If you do want to violently bite into your fun budget and throw $5 at patreon.com/sadboyz.
That was really good.
You can head on.
That unironically was very good.
Not bad.
That was very good.
Implies that most of them are bad, and that one's good though.
Well,
I don't even think you throw your hat into the ring that often. With a little transitional metaphor type.
Yeah,
vibe.
You're right. It's a perfect. I'm Chris Kyle. Perfect snipe.
Yeah, you're just like you're batting 1,000. But you're not batting very much.
No, I don't. I'm not in the MLB.
This is really the first time you've ever batted.
I don't play baseball.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can head over to patreon.com.
We're talking about some wacky and wild stuff. r/dog free. I think it's people who hate dogs. Ollie. Ollie.
That's you.
Oh,
you went under.
I spooked Ollie. I accidentally spooked Ollie. But there will be a dog.
There will be a dog, whether he likes it or not.
We end every episode of Sad Boys with a particular phrase.
We love you.
Murder.
That's
and we're sorry.
And why?
And we're sorry.
Gucci girl, how you doing? How you moving, girl? Moving, girl. How's your day looking? That future girl, yeah, we on now. Take my money, go away, all you want it.
Girl, too rich for me.